Yes, Jamaica, American people, West Indian, yeah, England, all over the world. But mainly Jamaica people may talk to still, you know. I'm going to show you, say, the people them in the Bible, the prophet, God, the angel, they're all described as black people. I don't want to say they are black people, but the description of them is that they are black. Okay? And people are going to tell us a color no matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, it wouldn't be in the Bible, you know? So I'm going to show you exactly what I want. So before you can understand the full description of these people. Okay, first I'll let you know some of them on the King James version, the King James Bible. Because a lot of the Bible interpret the interpretation. So first we're gonna start from Genesis 2 verse 7. So yeah, let me read from Genesis 2 verse 7. And it says in Genesis 2 verse 7, it says, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So if you want to do an investigation to say, if you're going to make something from the dust of the ground, what the color would that be? Okay, yeah, it's gonna be brown, different shades of brown. The dirt is different shades of brown. So we know, cause really we are not black. Is when you read the Bible, the original text, we're gonna say, we're gonna tell us that they are dark, not black. But translation sake, the Bible say black. Okay, so if you wanna look at it, it's gonna say we are different shades of brown, because there's no black people. We are different shades of brown. So the dirt is brown. Alright, so let's move on, because we don't want to make this video go too long, you know. So now we're gonna go to see what color were the Jews. Let's go to Jeremiah 14 verse 2. Let's go to Jeremiah 14 verse 2. Yeah, okay, Jeremiah 14 verse 2 say, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Okay, so it said Judah is in mourning. They are mourning. Okay, the gates are languish, the gates are open. Let me just say that. I don't want to explain that section. But he said they are black. I mean, I know some people are gonna say the black is a description of the gates, but if you're studying English, there's a semicolon right there at languish. First thing, Judah is the subject of the sentence, and if you're studying English, there's a semicolon right there after languish, which, you know, a semicolon can be replaced by a full stop. So if you read it, say Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish, you can put a full stop. They are black unto the ground. Same like what the creation said, they were created from the dust of the ground. It says yes, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So yeah, so now we established that Judah is black. Now we're going to go to Jesus Christ. Let's go to Jesus Christ. You know, Jew come from Judah. So yeah, Judah is black. And there's no way in the Bible that's okay. Let's not go there. Let's continue. Jesus Christ. Let's go to Jesus Christ first. Hebrew 7 verse 14. Hebrew 7 verse 14 say. Hebrew 7 verse 14 say, for it is evident that the Lord God sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Okay, so it say it is evident Jesus came out of Judah. So if Judah is black and Jesus come out of the tribe of Judah, okay, yes, Jesus is black. Okay, let people might say, okay, they interbreed and whatever. But let's see Revelation. Let's see what Revelation described Christ as. Let's go to Revelation 1 verse 1. Revelation 1 verse 1. Okay. It say Revelation 1 verse 1 say, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to shew unto the seven church, to shew unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay, so John the Revelator get the revelation, the whole revelation, the whole book of Revelation come from through John the Revelator on the island of Patmos. Okay, so let's go down. Verse 10, and he say, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and I heard a great voice as a trumpet. Okay, I have to put this in there. He said he was in the spirit, which I'm gonna touch on what the spirit is in another video. But here it say I was in the spirit. That means he was reading the word. He was studying the word and on the Lord's day, which was a Sabbath day. Okay, so people gonna tell us that there's no more Sabbath. But anyway, he was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and he heard a voice behind him say, and verse 11, it say, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. The first and the last. And what thou see, he said, what thou see. He didn't say what you hear, or what you feel, or what your mind tell you, or what you feel in the spirit, you know. He didn't say that. He said, what you see, write it in a book. Okay? Okay, let's go down to verse. Okay. He said, verse 12 say, and I turned to see the voice that spake unto me. So he said he turned around to see the voice that was speaking to him. Okay? He didn't just scared and like, oh my gosh, he said this. He said he turned to see. Okay? Okay, verse 13 now. And this is what he saw. He said, and in the midst of the seven candlestick, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with garment down to the foot. So yeah, he have on a long garment down to the foot. Okay? A long and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So you have a belt around his waist. Okay? He said, verse 14, he said he see his head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow. So he see a white hair man with woolly hair. Okay? With woolly hair. Like a regular black man here. Okay? His eyes were flames of fire. Okay? Say eyes were red. And then verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass. And if you know the color of brass, like the color of a penny, okay, is brown. Okay, so let's go. He said, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So yes, his feet were like they burn in a furnace. They were really, really black. They were really, really black. That's how black Jesus was. Like a man at Jamaica, we don't call him blacker. I saw the man black, you know. Alright, let's go to God now, because everywhere you're looking at these Jehovah Witness watchtower, and me grew up Seventh-day Adventist, so I can't tell you in the quarterly whenever depict these people is white people. So I'm going to show you about when how the Bible say how God look like. Let's go to Daniel 7 verse 9. Okay? Okay, ready. And I behold, I behold till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient of day did sit. So the ancient of day is God. You know, he's before days, he's before time, he's infinity. Okay? He is before everything. He is before time. So that's why when people say who created God, it is beyond our comprehension and our calculation to know where his beginning is. Because he is big before time, the ancient of day. Okay, well that's I sidetrack a little bit again. Whose garment was white as snow. Yeah, his garment. So yes, God have a body and he sit. So yeah, God have a body to sit and he have a body to wear. His garment was white as snow. And the hair of his head, were pure wool, were woolly, wool hair, just like the sun. Because Jesus said, if you see me, you see God. Just like the son, his son, he have woolly hair. So yeah, he have a head too. God do have a head. His throne was like fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So yeah, God have woolly hair. Okay, so let's go. So look at the complexion of God. Because this is Daniel in the vision, seeing God in a vision. It's a Daniel 10 verse 6. Let's go to Daniel 10 verse 6. His body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamp of fire. Yeah, red eyes like Jesus. And his arms and his feet like the color. Yes, he said God have a color of polished brass. And if you know what polished brass look like, you would know it's dark. Okay, that's when they burn the brass. When you burn brass and polish it, that's what polished brass look like. And his voice of his words like the voice of many multitude. So same like Jesus have the strong voice, same is the same way he described God. Okay, let's go to the angel. I don't want to get too much into the angel because the descriptions are the seraphims. Their descriptions are beyond, you know, any creatures we ever see. But Ezekiel 1 verse 7. Ezekiel 1 verse 7 can tell you about the color of angel. Okay? He said the color were like burnt. He said, okay, let me read it. He said, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf foot, like a baby cow, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. Just brass again. They have the color of brass. Burnished brass. Let's go to verse 13. Ezekiel 1 verse 13. Now you'll see what the angel them look like again. And this one say, as for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance were like burning coal. I mean, they like black, like black. Yeah, it went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. So these creatures were really black. Okay, so let's go to some different people in the Bible where their phenotype in biology were described, their physical appearance. Because black is not a race, black is not a nationality, black is just a description of a people. Okay, and if you want to get real specific, it's really dark, not black. Okay, because nobody is black. Okay, so let's get to Exodus 4 verse 6, and let's see what Moses looked like. This one is circumstantial, but we are going to go up on it still, so you can get the full edification. Exodus 4 verse 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. So he tell Moses to put his hand into his bosom. Exodus 4 verse 7. Okay, and he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and pulled it out, and plucked it out, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it turned again to his other flesh. And if you know about black people can produce a person of total different color and call them albino. Clean, no pigment, just clean albino. White people cannot produce a person that's totally black. They cannot do that. So if it was a white person or any other non-pigment person, or a Moabite, a Chinese person, they put for them hand in there, and it turn white, it turn albino, and then I go back to their regular flesh that no calculate. But it's up to you to decide. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Acts 13 verse 1. Let's go to Acts 13 verse 1. No, there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. So yeah, right here it says, now there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers, and they give two examples, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger. Some other Bible translation call them the black ones. Okay, so all these teachers and all these prophets, they were called Niger. Okay, so that's Simeon and Barnabas, to be specific as two name calling person. Let's go to Solomon. Let's go to the Songs of Solomon. Let's go to the Songs of Solomon 1 verse 5. Songs of Solomon, it say, I am black but comely, O ye daughter of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtain of Solomon. So yeah, it say, I am black and comely. Comely mean pleasant to look upon, you know, beautiful, handsome. Alright, and let's go to Job 30 verse 30. This is the King James Version. Job 30 verse 30 say, my skin is black upon me, my bones are burned with heat. He said his skin is black up. You don't get more specific than that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end with this, you know. I'm going to end with this. Job 9 verse 24. Job 9 verse 24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. Okay, so he said they change the color of these people. They translate the Bible. Okay, and the last one is 1 Maccabees 3 verse 24. 1 Maccabees 3 verse 24 say, and laid open the book of the law. The Bible is called the book of the law. Okay, the Bible is not a religious book. It is a book of thou shalt and thou shalt not, and a history of the Israelites. That's what it is. Okay, so he said, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They try to put their self in the Bible. They try to paint all of these personality in the Bible as their self. and ignore the real true people of the Bible. But yeah, Jamaica people, this is a few no book. Okay, American people, a few. This is yours. Central American people, this is yours. England, France, you know who me attack. This is your book. You understand? Don't let nobody tell you nothing but this and that don't matter. If it's in the Bible, it do matters. You understand? It do matters. Everything in there matters. Alright? So yeah man, so our praises and keep reading and keep studying. And Jamaica people, just stop it man. We have to get together and fix ourselves, you know. Because we keep looking to other nations who cannot help us. They cannot help us. And we leaders, we need to teach the people them the real thing, man. We have to teach them. Alright. With that, I say bless. Bless, man, everybody. Let's just stay safe in this time.